today, and I won't be long. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but if you can and you're coming on, please let me know that you can hear me. I certainly would appreciate it. So today we're talking about the illusion of inclusion. Illusion of inclusion. And you may be asking yourself, how did you come up with that topic and why that topic? Why illusion of inclusion? And I say that because when I look at history and when I look at how we as a people have been treated and what has actually taken place within our history and how we've been tricked, it makes me think. I mean, literally tricked. So let me take you down this road just for a minute. Just for a minute. Bear with me just for a minute as I take you down a historical road and ask yourself, does this have the same potential? Greetings, brother. Greetings. Can you hear me, Brother Muhammad? Can I get a thumbs up or let me know if you can hear me? Okay. But this thing right here, the illusion of inclusion, you must at all times, thank you, remain cautious of those who have mistreated you or did not consider you to be a Mason, but yet they want to now accept you out of across the board. Okay, and I say that based upon history. History teaches us lessons that we should actually pay attention to. Allow me to direct you to this occasion. Now, in the days of the 40s, 50s, and 60s, during the height of the civil rights movement, we wanted to, as a people, I'm not going to say everyone, but many African Americans wanted to be included in the American dream. We wanted to have what most would consider an American dream. We wanted to have the house, the picket fence, the car. We wanted the American dream. We wanted that thing that most considered was the American dream. Greetings, Brother Larry Diamond. I hope we got a nightmare. And I'll call you back, brother. So what we got was a nightmare. So here it is, 2021. Now I'm going to walk you down this thing because, like I said, this is an illusion of inclusion. So when you begin to look at what history has shown you, you must at all times remain cautious, brothers and sisters. Remain cautious. Now, during the height of the 50s and the 50s, the 60s, and early 70s, the height of the civil rights movement was for us to be included in the American dream, having equal rights, equal pay, being equal to those who had the power in this thing we call America. We wanted to have our seat at the table. Okay, we wanted to have our seat at the table. In doing so, we gave up everything that represented us. John Hall, greetings. In doing so and wanted to be included, we gave it all away. We gave up everything that made us who we are, who we were, the movement. We gave it all up to be included into a dream, into a system that did not really want us. But we wanted to be part of the system so bad that we gave up our jobs, our businesses. We gave it all away. We had movie theaters. We gave it away. We had hospitals. We gave it away. We had our own taxi companies. We gave it away. We had our own bus companies. We gave it away. We had everything we wanted, but because we wanted to be part of the system, we gave it all away. If I'm lying, look at your history. This is why right now we're begging to be accepted. This is right now why most of us are just like, can you just take me in, sort of thing. This is across the board. And I'm including Freemasonry as being part of that. Thank you, Brother King Musa. Morpheus. King Musa. King Morpheus, thank you. I appreciate it. This is what is hurting us right now. And a brother asked me to speak on clandestine Freemasonry. I told him I've done videos on that. However, I have not done anything on this as far as wanting to be included. Tony Muhammad Ministry of Information. So, boy, y'all got jokes. But I haven't done anything on why we're so hell bent on being included. So, here's the thing. Here's the thing you must really pay attention to and be cautious in regards to being included in these things. I would say this. In looking at what history has shown us, when you have everything you need and when you begin to ask someone for their acceptance, that means, and that's telling me that you're willing to give everything that you work for away. That's what it's telling me. That is what's been shown. History has told you that. History has shown that when you begin to ask someone else to accept you, and you have everything you need, you're willing to give all that away to just be in a system that doesn't really like you. So what I've come to find in this strange time and place is that most of you are willing and to just give it all away. Just to say that someone has accepted you. You're willing to give away your own identity of who you are just because John said that he likes you, that he's willing to accept you now. Don't do yourself that way. Don't do that to you. Don't do it to your organization. Because I have sit back and I don't come in the various groups like I used to, because I'm working on something for my own jurisdiction, to where we're able to do some other things. But when I see this, I'm like, wow, you mean to tell me that they do it just the rule of involved? They do it just the rule to involve. You're asking. Look, I see it totally different. This is from my own personal experience. I see it differently. Dude, you're going the wrong way. Dude, you're really, really going the wrong way. Man. But anyway, I see it differently. I see it as a process of giving up who you are to be accepted by someone who really don't want you. It's like being in a bad relationship. You know he doesn't want you, but you're so hell bent on making him like you to you willing to do any and everything. And this is what I find in most Masonic jurisdictions. You're willing to do whatever it takes for someone to like you and accept you. All of us have to ask. Absolutely. Erica, how you doing? Eric, how you doing? You know, it's Erica, not Eric. Erica. We have to be cautious in where we go and how we set and do and be the example over dues cards of our grandparents or parents. You lost me on that one, Erica. So what I'm saying is this, brothers of the craft, sisters of the order, be cautious of who you accept. Be cautious. Understand there are some hidden agendas that you may not see right now. Just like it was in the days long gone in the 50s and the 60s and early 70s. There was a hidden agenda. We didn't see it coming. You know, what used to be a flourishing neighborhood became the ghettos. What used to be a flourishing grocery store became like an outlet. What used to be mom and pop stores are no longer on the corners no more. See, because we got tricked. We did. They took your money and destroyed your communities and neighborhoods. So now you're asking for jobs when you was able to provide a job. You're now asking for doctors when you had your own doctors. You're now looking for midwives when we had our own midwives. So you have to be cautious of when someone has treated you a certain way and now they want to accept you. I'm just saying, that's how I get down. You're not going to talk about me and then all of a sudden you're going to switch up and say, yeah, man, you know what? We good. We cool. No, I'm very cautious about that. I'm very cautious about accepting friend books requests from people I know who have talked about me, who looked at me differently. No, they say you should keep your enemies closer than your friends. That's true in some cases. But no, when you have shown me who you are, I'm believing that's who you are. When you have showed me truly who you are, I don't care about your race, your gender, or anything. When you've told me and showed me who you are, that's who you are. And you're not going to switch. I'm sorry, I miss your greetings. Much love, Brother Tony. Thank you. I'm not going to know. You're not going to switch up on me. If you have been killing me and people who look like me, and then you're going to switch up, I better be aware. I better be cautious. I better be on my square at all times. No. The illusion of inclusion is real. A woman cannot be a Freemason for the most part. So you got to, man, it's just, that's deep. Because truly, when people begin to switch on you and want to be your friends, and you know they've treated you a certain way, and now, brothers and sisters, you got to be aware. Greetings, brother. We were never intended to be amongst them. They know better. We should ask well. Our lodge is 357. Well, that may be true. NIM 11A, 11A. That may be true. But you must remain cautious. I never said disrespect anyone. I never said don't treat someone like you would want to be treated. I just said remain cautious when someone has flipped the script and now they want to include you or accept you. Because there's truly a hidden agenda at hand. If it wasn't a hidden agenda at hand, from day get-go, they could have said, you know what? I'm going to respect you and accept you. But I would prefer if you did you and I did me. I can respect that a lot more. But to all of a sudden flip the script and say, okay, you know what? You good people. No. Nope. Can't do it. I can't roll like that. I can't accept that. That's not going to be how I'm going to do it. You may see it differently, and I respect that, but the illusion of inclusion is real. And when someone begins to flip it, you got to take a step back and look at it. As a matter of fact, just stand up from the table and look at it, and you'll see something differently. When you're playing chess versus playing checkers. So what else did I see here? Thought I saw something here. We continue to ask people for acceptance when they never really wanted to accept us at all. Most state Grand Lodges only are moving to recognition because they don't want to continue being blasted by outsiders. That may be true, Mike. That may be true. I've always been yours. You have, Erica. You really have. I cannot deny that at all. And back at Brother Mike, yeah, that is true. That is true. And I'm going to say this real quick. Everybody need allies. Everybody need allies. I'm talking about individuals who see the vision and who see things as it should be and are willing to make the sacrifice. Everyone need allies. I don't care where you're at on this planet. Everybody need allies. Period. It's just truth. you know. And when I say allies, I mean those who are just they truly understand the concept of Freemasonry and the Eastern Star and what it should be, you know. And they respect brothers of the craft, sisters of the order, although their grand lodges and states jurisdiction may not accept them, you know. So you have to have allies who are willing to say, regardless, that sister is my sister, that brother is my brother. That's how that has to go down. Somebody really want to get with me today, I'll call you back. You know, that's where that has to happen at. Why not both? I'm asking out of curiosity. What do you mean, Erica? Why not both? What do you mean? Let me know, because I'm missing something right there. So the title of the show today is The Illusion of Inclusion. And we're talking about how people are have an illusion in regards to being included in something. You know, that's today's show. That's what we are talking about. So just as it was in the earlier days of the 50s, the 60s, and early 70s, just as it is now. You know, some of us have an illusion. See, most of us don't understand the struggle. And when I say the struggle, most of us have never been told you got to go through the back door. You've never been told that. I've been told that. Most of us don't understand that when you're walking down the sidewalk, there was a time that you as a black person had to step off the sidewalk and put your head down. You couldn't look them eye to eye. Most of you never experienced that. You haven't. So what I'm saying is when people switch up on you, you have to be cautious. In Freemasonry, my first lesson that I was told was to be cautious. And I still carry that today. You know, be cautious. And try. Try, brother. Try a sister. You know, they say often tried, never denied. Will it be tried again? That's true. Try that person. You know, I need to know if him or them are worthy as well as qualified as I am myself. And when I have found him to be worthy and well qualified by strict examination and by lawful information, then I can say that person is legitimate who they say they are. You know, true allies and recognition is a good thing. The big problem I see when it comes to accepting in masonry is black masons not accepting other black masons. That's 100% true. That's 100% true. But they're not. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. One group is not looking to be accepted by another group as far as being black. That's the thing. Hear me clearly. One group is not looking to be accepted when they're the same. Plain and simple. That's not rocket science. So you get that. You're going to have that friction, you know. Unless I'm confused. Prince Hall and other, let me see. No, Sister Erica, you're not confused. Not at all. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just going back and reading. From what I understand, everyone is welcome. It's just never happened. You're right. From your understanding, everyone is supposed to be welcome, but it never happens. That's because it is an illusion of inclusion. That's why it never happens. You know, people like to put up smoke and mirrors. You know, you looking, there's a fire, but you're looking at the mirror and there's no fire. But the mirror is showing you that there's a fire. They say where there's a smoke, there's a fire. There's a fire. But the illusion is that there are mirrors that are up, and the mirrors say, you know what, you're right. Everyone is supposed to be accepted once you've gone through the initiation rites. But because of the illusion of inclusion, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So this is what you get. This is exactly what you get. So this is where you find yourself, you know. So my thing, brothers and sisters, please, whatever you do, remain cautious at all times. Try that sister. Try that brother. You know, how will you be tried? You know, We have these things in place for a reason. I have to run because I have an appointment. I'm grateful to have been here. Much love and respect to all. Yeah, definitely, Erica. You know, I'm gonna give you a call. I'm gonna have to give you a call. All right, yeah, definitely. In God you trust, everybody else test. Oh my God. It had to come from you. You know what, brother Grandmaster? From Mount Tabor Grand Lodge, you are absolutely right. Absolutely. You know, why does an illusion matter? Well, an illusion matters because even in Freemasonry, we have illusions set up so those who are actually Masons wouldn't know what was going on. That's why illusions are important. Even even in our Q&A, you know, what does that alludes to? Look up the word alludes, and then you'll understand the word itself means an illusion. So even in Freemasonry itself, we give allusions to what people may think they see, and they don't really see it. You know, I won't go into details with it, but for those who understand exactly what I'm saying, you know, you know exactly what's happening. You know exactly what's going on. Let's see. You said it would be strange for a white man to walk into a Prince Hall. Let me see. And also vice versa and listening. Well, in some cases, it is strange. But in some cases, it's not. This is why you always need allies. You always need allies. Hate to call out jurisdiction, but the mainstream black jurisdictions have an elitist attitude as if they are the true ones. Well, you know what? You have to call it what you see. Let's just be honest. Call it what you see. You know, Brother Mike, call it what you see. And you know, just call it what, if that's how you see it, you know. Hey, greeting, Brother Brendan Lewis. Greetings. Glad to have you on. You know, call it what you see. And it's okay, you know. And I would say this, we must move beyond that. We're going to have to move beyond that, because if you don't, you're going to always see it from that point of view. This is why it's important to understand and use Masonry as it should be used. And when I say use it, I'm strictly saying that in some cases, we who practice Freemasonry, we who are in these various jurisdictions, don't respect Freemasonry. This is why you must be cautious. This is why there's a trick to being included in Freemasonry and how it's supposed to be. Like the sister said, you know, shouldn't it be this way? It should, but there's an illusion to it. And some of us get caught up in the illusion of what Freemasonry is supposed to be versus what it actually is. We do. We get caught up with the way Freemasonry should be versus the way it actually is. The way it should be is the brotherhood of man, the fatherhood of God. Truth, relief. Truth and relief. That's what it should be. But it's not that way. It's not. So I don't want anyone who's looking to become a Mason, who are Masons, to have this false narrative about what it is. You know, see who sets the example in your jurisdiction. And that's how your whole jurisdiction is going to be. That's a fact. Greetings, my brothers. Yeah, how you doing? You know, that is absolutely fact. If your Grandmaster sets the agenda and you see how he acts and carries himself, I guarantee you that's how most of your jurisdictions are going to sit and carry themselves. Hell, many years ago, when I first inquired about being a Mason, a white lodge told me that there was a black one down the street. Both were military lodges. Immediately I saw what time it was. Absolutely. No, come on now, let's just be what it is. Mainstream don't really want brothers in their lodge. The mainstream lodge is right around the corner from my lodge. Sends brothers. Hey, I must admit, facts are what they are. Facts. The illusion of inclusion is what it is. Don't trick yourself. just understand what it is and move on from there. So look, as always, I've enjoyed everyone this day. I got to get back in here. And whatever you do, please be safe, uh, and look out for each other, and be cautious, and show some brotherly love to the next Freemason. Show some sister and brotherly love to the next member of the Order of the Eastern Star. It's all about where you are. I see plenty of black and mainstream here. It's true. So look, I gotta go. I thank those who came on the fellowship today. I thank you as always. Peace and be well, and travel. Travel light, travel well, stay out the bushes, keep your light on. I'm out. Peace and blessings.